Tonight, like every night, you are going to do something genuinely insane. You are going to lie down, close your eyes, and switch yourself off. For hours, you will lose your senses, lying there blind and defenseless for a third of your entire life. And here is the strange part. Evolution is ruthless. It deletes anything that wastes time or leaves you exposed to a predator. A creature that goes unconscious every night should have been bred out long ago. But it was not. Sleep is everywhere. Every animal we have ever checked does some version of it, which means it must be doing something so important that nature decided the risk was worth it. And the honest answer is stranger than you would think. Because even now, with all our science, we still do not fully know. So let us wander into the dark and see what is really going on. First, just sit with how much of your life this is. If you live to 80, you will spend around 26 years asleep. It is, by a wide margin, the single biggest thing you will ever do. And it is not optional. You can hold your breath or fast for weeks, but you cannot decide to stop sleeping. Push it far enough, and your brain takes the choice from you. So nature has written a rule into nearly every animal alive. You must shut down regularly, no matter what. That is not a suggestion. It is a command built so deep we can barely override it. And the obvious question becomes almost unbearable. What is so important that it is worth being helpless for a quarter of your existence? Here is where most people's idea of sleep falls apart. We think sleep is just rest. The body powers down, you save a little energy until morning. Except that is almost entirely wrong. Your body does relax, but your brain does not switch off. During parts of the night, it is nearly as active as when you are wide awake. And the energy you save by sleeping, compared to simply lying still, is tiny. Barely a snack. If sleep were about saving fuel, you could rest on the sofa instead, without the risk of going unconscious. So here is the first clue. Sleep is not your brain going quiet. It is your brain doing a completely different kind of work. Work it cannot do while it is busy running your day. The question is, what work? Here is one answer that surprised scientists. Your brain gets dirty. Every waking hour, just by thinking, your brain cells produce waste. One of those products is a sticky protein called beta amyloid, and it builds up like dust in a room nobody has cleaned. For a long time, nobody knew how the brain took out its trash. Then researchers found that when you fall asleep, your brain cells shrink slightly, opening tiny channels, and fluid washes through, flushing the day out. They called it the glymphatic system, and it runs mostly at night. And here is the part that should make you pay attention. That beta amyloid is the same protein that clumps in the brains of people with certain memory diseases. The rinse happens while you sleep, which is why scientists now suspect sleep is not a luxury, but maintenance you cannot skip. But cleaning is only half of it. Because while one part of your brain takes out the trash, another is doing something even stranger. It is sorting your memories. Think about everything that hit your brain today. Faces, conversations, where you left your keys. During the day, those memories are recorded quickly and messily in a temporary holding area. Fragile, easy to lose. At night, your sleeping brain goes back through them. It decides what matters, moves the important pieces into long-term storage, and lets the rest fade. This is memory consolidation, one of the most solid findings we have. People who sleep after learning something remember it far better than people who stay awake. Your brain even replays the day at high speed, locking it in. You are, in a real sense, becoming who you are while you sleep. And here is something most people never realize. Sleep is not one thing. It is two different worlds, and you travel between them all night long. There is deep sleep, the heavy, dreamless kind. This is when your body does most of its repair and healing, and that brain cleaning runs hardest. Wake someone from it, and they come up groggy and confused. And then there is REM sleep, rapid eye movement, the bizarre one. Your eyes flick behind closed lids, your brain roars to life almost as active as waking, and yet your body goes completely limp, paralyzed. Your brain has shut off your body so you cannot act out the stories it is telling itself. And nobody fully knows why we dream at all. You cycle through these two countries, deep and dreaming, every night, and remember almost none of it. But here is the strange part that shows how dangerous sleep really is and how desperately nature needed a workaround. Some animals cannot afford to switch off at all. A dolphin has to keep swimming up to breathe, so if it went fully unconscious, it would drown. So evolution did something almost unbelievable. The dolphin sleeps with only half its brain at a time. One half sleeps, the other stays awake, keeping it swimming, one eye literally open, watching for danger. Hours later, they switch. It is called unihemispheric sleep, and it means a dolphin is never fully asleep and never fully awake. Many birds do it too. A duck on the edge of a flock sleeps with the outer eye open and that half of its brain alert, while the inner half rests. So what happens if you fight it? If you simply refuse to sleep? It starts small. After one bad night, you are foggy, irritable, slow. Push to 2 nights, 3, and it gets frightening. People cannot focus, their mood collapses. The brain, denied its nightly cleaning and sorting, malfunctions in real time. There is a famous case of a young man who stayed awake about 11 days, decades ago. He survived, but it was not a stunt anyone should repeat. And here is the unsettling part. Long enough without sleep, and the brain does not just feel tired, it begins to break. People kept awake for days can start to see things that are not there. Your brain will not let you skip this. It would rather hijack your waking mind than miss another night. And now we reach the part I find most fascinating of all. Because after all of that, the cleaning, the memory, the deep sleep, the dreams, you would think we had it figured out. We do not. Scientists can tell you many things sleep does, but they still cannot agree on the one deep reason we evolved to do it at all. Is it mainly for cleaning? For memory? For the body? The debate is still genuinely open. We do not know why we dream, why some people need 9 hours and others seem fine on 6, or even what switches sleep on and off each night. It is a humbling thought. This thing you do every day, this thing every animal does, this quarter of your life, and the simplest question about it is still a mystery. So let us come back to the gamble. Remember the problem. Sleep is dangerous. It leaves you helpless. By every cold logic of survival, evolution should have deleted it. And yet, after hundreds of millions of years, nature kept it in every creature. There is only one sensible conclusion. Whatever sleep does, it cannot be done any other way. The cleaning, the repair, the sorting of memory, the brain cannot do this while it is also running your life. It has to go offline, to take the system down to fix it. So nature made its bet. A few hours of helplessness every night was a price worth paying, because the alternative would be far worse. The predator in the dark was the smaller danger. The bigger danger was never sleeping at all. And here is what stays with me about all of it. You spend a third of your life doing something you cannot remember, cannot feel, and cannot fully explain. Every night you hand your conscious self over to the dark and trust that some hidden part of you will quietly put you back together. Rinsing out the day. You do not decide any of it. You just let go, and it happens, and in the morning you are whole again, and you almost never wonder how. Sleep is the strangest thing you do, and you do it so often you have stopped noticing. A nightly disappearance, and every single morning, against the odds, a return. So tonight, when you feel yourself start to slip under, that warm, heavy pull you have felt every night of your life, try to notice it. You are not switching off, you are handing the controls to a crew that only works in the dark. And they do it all without you, the way they have every night since before you can remember. We may never solve the riddle of why we have to do this. Maybe that is all right. The deepest mysteries are not in distant galaxies. One waits for you tonight, on your own pillow, the moment you close your eyes. If you like wandering into the strange, quiet mysteries hiding inside ordinary life, stay a while. Subscribe to Whymsy, and we will wonder about something else together next time. Sleep well, we will see you on the other side.